I missed it last year because I was getting a couple of new knees, and they really weren't good. So I won't ever have to miss it again. And I can banjo dance, and I can keep up. But I'm here tonight to say, as the mayor of the city of Brampton, how proud we are of the relationship we have with all of the media. And when we want to get a message out to the citizens of Brampton, we know that when we communicate with Hansard Group on radio or in print, that the message gets out instantly, accurately, fairly, and correct. And it's that kind of communication that keeps the citizens informed about what's going on at City Hall. I like to tell you what's going on at Queen's Park and the federal government, but you have cabinet ministers here to tell you that, showing the respect of the work that we receive and the value we receive with the Hansard Group. I am so proud to be able to be here as the only mayor in the room, you know. I mean, it's just great. I think we're in, covering for Hazel. She's a good girl. But you know, Hansard, we've become such good friends over the years since I've become mayor, and the first sort of initiation to the Punjabi Press Club, and it was a relationship that started 12 years ago and grew from a business relationship into a solid, personal, family, friend, and genuine friendship. And that's why I'm here. There are many, many events going on in Brampton this evening and throughout the GTA. But the people that are here tonight, Hansard, are here because of you. And we're talking about the Hansard Group because that's the company name, but it's your personal draw why so many people are here in this room, because of our affection and friendship and trust as we work together to make the right decisions in the city of Brampton. Now I see Mr. Jennings saying he's a new MPP, and I have a great time working with him because he comes to council. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you very much. He came to regional council when there was this notion to close child care centers. Close child care centers. Anyway, their government, their party made a little bit of a fuss, and all of a sudden there was some more money on the table, so we're not closing those child care centers. I don't know what the outcome will be, but we have a task force working, and this young man took our issues of the region appeal down to Queen's Park, and now we have a better outcome happening. Take credit for that because you made a difference. And then when we had the special car rally from the city of Mississauga into the city of Brampton, you know, a lot of people said, why are you there? What are you doing in the middle of that? And I said, you know, you don't put your head in the sand. It's called respect. People have the right to express themselves, and in Brampton, we say we respect the people, we enable, we accommodate, and we help make the right decisions to surround people to safely have an opportunity. And what happened at the end of the day? There was a nice rally started in Mississauga, a convoy of vehicles, and then we came up to Brampton, the flags, the speeches, everybody was orderly. You know, that's the way you do things, working with the community. You know, a lot of politicians say, well, I have nothing to do with that, that's not my list. And you know, that's why the Tamils closed the QEW last year, because nobody took responsibility, they just had a message. So we weren't going to have our people out of the 410. So we worked together and made it happen, and thank you all for that. That was very much appreciated. Now, a couple of weeks ago, the Human Rights Commission made a decision with the Toronto Police on the wearing of a kirpan in courthouses in the city of Toronto. Now, let's face it, the largest Punjabi communities in the region of Peel. I'm very proud as the Vice Chair of the Peel Police Services Board to enter a motion on the agenda this morning, asking that the board ask the Chief of Police, the Acting Chief of Police, to bring back the program for the installation of the new set of rules that will do the same effect here in the region of Peel. The region of Peel should be leading on this, not anywhere in second, third, or fourth place. So I wanted you to know that. Now, Now, really, some people say that the Human Rights Commission, that's a decision that's made for the province of Ontario. No, actually, it's minutes of settlement. And actually, see, we always do our homework in Peel. Courtrooms are really the home of the judges of Ontario and the Ontario courtrooms. The police provide the safety service in accordance with what the judges want. So we'll do it right in Peel. We won't need to have all these challenges in human rights. We're going to work together with our provincial counterparts, with the judges, with the police, on the right accommodation so people aren't embarrassed and people are accommodated. Because some people say to me, well, you know, a curpan can be a dangerous thing. I said, you know what? My engagement ring could do more damage. So it's a symbolic, important piece for people who are baptized Sikhs. I understand that, wearing the 5 elements of the Sikh faith, and if we're that committed to the role of the practices of the baptized Orthodox Sikh, then all of those pieces will be part of that person, and they shouldn't have to part with one piece of it. And those are the rules that we'll get straight here in Peel without human rights fights and so on. We're going to do it right. We're not going to be last, we're going to be first. And I just wanted to let you know, as mayor, I was very proud to put that on the police board agenda this morning, and we asked that it be in the public agenda. So you can go on the internet today and look up the police board, you can read the motion, because it's right there on the internet, public for all to see. So let's move forward and show the respect of community. And people sometimes say, well, you know, why did we give up this and they give up that? Nobody gives up anything in Brampton. That's the magic of Brampton. It's called respect of people. People in this community. But this is what it's about in Brampton. It doesn't matter what the faith or where we're from. We love everybody. We're not diverse in Brampton. We're all Bramptonian, Canadians. And we're proud of what we bring to that magic. And now I say it's our duty as Bramptonian Canadians to say to the province, to the country, and to the world that what was envisioned for the human race of how people could live together, peacefully, practically, successfully, prosper as families, it's happening here in Brampton. Come and see Brampton. It works, and Brampton works beautifully. That's the city I'm proud to be the mayor of the people. That's the city that will be a model to the world. You know, Brampton was named by the World Health Organization, not the mayor. Every mayor says, listen, our city is the safest city in Canada. Every mayor will say it. But the World Health Organization declared Brampton an international safe community, the only city in the southern Ontario with that designation by the World Health Organization 5 years ago, and we didn't sit still. We've gone back to the World Health Organization this year, and we're hoping to be reaccredited this September. You're hearing it first, where Brampton will be reaccredited and maintain its status as an international safe community. And it's not about crime. Some people think, well, how's your crime stats? Very good, actually. No unsolved homicides, no deals in Peel, you don't get away with things in the region of Peel because we have good citizens looking out for each other. But when you're designated an international safe community, it's about workplace safety. And working with the Minister of Labour, it means when somebody goes to work, they have a pretty darn good chance of coming home, that the employer is held to a certain standard to protect the safety of their employees, because employees matter, they're moms and dads, and they're contributing to this community. It means that when seniors go for a walk down the sidewalk isn't cracked and people are going to trip. It means that the hydro stays on and you're not left in darkness. There's so much criteria to be designated an international safe community, but the number one is the ability of the people in the city to get along with each other. as a human race. And we've done that with 170 languages, cultures, and faith groups. That's the magic of Brampton. That's the message that I ask Cancer to deliver out to the people of this community every single day. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience and listening. I am so proud to be the mayor of the people of the great city of Brampton. And before I finish, I think Harpreet said to me, you didn't bring the Kabaddi plans. You're right, I didn't bring them. They're on my desk. They're on my desk. We want to have the Kabaddi federations in. We want everybody to see the plans, make sure everybody agrees, because it's out to tender. We're building Kabaddi. I know that there's a certain media in Toronto that says Brampton walked away from all these sports. Not true. Brampton voted to complete the cricket stadium it set out and voted to do as part of the Pan Am Games. Cricket was to be a demonstration sport. They changed, and cricket is no longer a demonstration sport, so Brampton Council had one decision. Do you want to put the other 50% in or abandon doing cricket? You know what we said? We'll put the other 50% in because cricket's important to the city of Brampton. We're going to get it done, and we're going to do a Kabaddi stadium, and they're in two different places because you can't play the same sport in two fields. If you could have, people would have been building those kind of facilities 20 years ago. Doesn't work that way. Pro fields are designated for the sport that is hosting them. So the Kabaddi Stadium, with several thousand seats, is now out for tender. Construction will not start until this season has ended, so we're not losing a season. Construction to be complete by December 2012. That's done, that's approved by council, and that's proceeding. What a great city we live in, where we say what anybody does to recreate, to socialize, we're going to find a way to accommodate that because it's the right thing to do. So by working together, all parties in governments, provincial, federal, local, we're going to continue to make sure this is the best place. And when you're growing like Canada's fastest growing cities, that's the evidence that you're one of the best cities because more people choose to live here than anybody anywhere else. I mean, they have choices, but they choose Brampton. So if anyone is here tonight that is not living in Brampton, Charles D'Souza mentioned earlier, he's thinking about moving to Brampton. I can feel it. I'm recruiting her into the car. Every time I speak, I say, he would be far happier in Brampton. Well, you got less distance to travel. Because he's had so many events in Brampton anyway. And we'd like to welcome you, Charles, too. You'd be very welcome. Now, Harpreet, the candidate, where is he? Oh, look at him walking away. When you're ready, I'm ready. I'm ready for you, if you're getting my drift here. You know, there's going to be lots of changes as we move forward, and you would be an all-star, rock star candidate. So if you don't want to have to get into party politics, municipal politics, there's no party politics. You just make the right decision for the people. You don't cut the grass or plow the snow according to some kind of a party policy. We do it for everybody. We don't lift the blade, put the blade down when we're plowing the snow. So that's the beauty of the municipal level of politics. When we make a decision on a Wednesday, the people feel it by Thursday morning. We're the government closest to the people, and we're happy about that. So I will say again, look forward to Kabaddi, look forward to cricket, and I don't know where we're going with the Pan Am Games, but the Minister of Sports here, and I can tell you, Pan Am and TO 2015 is going to be the first step of the Commonwealth Games and the next bid for Olympic Summer Games in Toronto. I was there in 2008. I come from Montreal. I know what it feels like when you win Olympic sports in your city. Back when Mayor Drapeau brought Expo 67, Olympics in 76, how it grips that pride to have Olympic Games. Toronto needs to have the Olympic Games, and Brampton will be part of that, I guarantee you. And I'll still be here. So there you go. Are you saying, what are you doing? Wahiguru,